Hello everybody, I am back with another video, and as the title suggests, I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I picked up in the month of January. Now, as I've said in my previous videos, I'm downsizing my collection, so I'm buying a lot less, and I'm even trading in some things. So, some of the stuff I got here was from GameTZ, other stuff I traded in GameStop, and these next, hopefully 12 months are going to be quality over quantity. And I think this video, by the end, you'll see that my pickups are very representative of that. So let's go ahead and get right into things. In the beginning of the month, I went to GameStop and traded in a few things, and I ended up getting enough trading credit to cover my Game Informer subscription, and I ended up only having to pay $10 for this here, which is a really nice deal. And that is the Tekken Hybrid Limited Edition for the PlayStation 3, and this includes this nice big package here, an 80-page art book, 2-disc soundtrack, a DLC voucher, Tekken Hybrid game and movie, and I believe that is it. But basically, this includes the Tekken Tag Tournament HD kind of remake, as well as, I believe, some type of demo or trailer for Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Tekken Tag Tournament released, I believe it was a launch title for the PlayStation 2. It's actually my favorite traditional fighting game. You know, excluding the Super Smash Brothers, I don't really categorize those with fighting games such as like Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, and Tekken. But Tekken Tag Tournament's my favorite fighter of all time. And just the variety of characters and some of the stages are just so unique. And I don't know, I just really have not found a fighter to really match that quality. And I haven't played Tekken Tag Tournament 2 yet, but I'm sure that that'll surpass my love for Tekken Tag Tournament, because I've only heard that game improves upon everything that the first game did. But I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I'll go ahead and open this up real quick so you guys can get a look at the contents within it. It's kind of funny though, because when I first got this, of course, GameStop, it was labeled as new, and when I got home and I opened it up, they only had the disc in there in a little sleeve. So I had to go back and get the actual case for the game, which is ridiculous, but I've had to do it before, so you know, I guess I wasn't too surprised. But, of course, we have the game here in the case. We have a 2-disc soundtrack for the game, a DLC voucher, and a really, really nice hardcover art book that I was really surprised about. I was really enjoying kind of flipping through this and reading it. There's a lot of really, really nice artwork in here, kind of with each of the characters. And there's also a short little description of the voice actors for each of the characters. I'm assuming that these are the voices for the CG film that's included in here. But there's some really, really nice stuff here. Some really nice interviews with some of the people that did the voice acting for this movie. And some backstory to kind of the history of Tekken and stuff like that. So, really quickly here, you guys can get an idea of the quality of this book. It's really, really nice. And well worth the money. I mean, a lot of GameStops are kind of you know, getting rid of a lot of their limited editions, the ones that probably nobody picked up their pre-orders. So definitely go into your GameStop, and if you're a big fan of Tekken, see if they have that still. It was $30 new, which is a really great deal. Of course, I got it for $10 because I had traded in some things, so really great stuff there. Moving right along, I got a game on GameTZ, traded a few things away for this. I can't really recall what I did trade away, but that is Lego Harry Potter Years 5 through 7. As I've mentioned many times in my videos, these LEGO games are just so fun, so enjoyable to just kind of sit down, turn off your brain when you're coming home from work or whatever, and just to really kind of just power through these games. You know, there's really not much challenge, but the humor is just so great, and the characters don't talk either. I mean, I know in some of the newer releases, I believe they did add voice acting, but I think it almost adds to the charm of the game, because there's so much more personality in these little Lego characters when they don't even talk. It's just, you know, through their actions, a lot of funny stuff happens. So, really enjoying, I played years 1 through 4, looking forward to playing through years 5 through 7, and hopefully getting Lego Lord of the Rings soon, because I've heard that is basically the greatest Lego game to date, with voice acting, it's open world, a lot of replayability, so looking forward to that. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, I found a new retro gaming store near where I work, and what's really awesome about this place is that it's super tiny, but they just have walls upon walls in this little store of CDs, movies, Blu-rays, vinyl, comic books and games. It's crazy, and their prices are really, really good. So I was pretty happy with what I was able to find, and there are a lot of games that I've still kind of have my eye on. They have Tales of Legendia there. They have Klonoa 2 on the PlayStation 2. A lot of other N64 games that I have my eyes on. So, and original Xbox too. They have a lot of games that I've been looking for that I haven't been able to find elsewhere. So, looking forward to going back there every now and then, kind of picking a few things up. But the first one we have here, as I said, alluding to Lord of the Rings, we have The Third Age. An excellent game from last generation. One of my personal favorite. You can get it on the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, or the original Xbox. It's a turn-based RPG that follows the main series of movies, but you kind of are in your own little side story with 3 really unique and likable characters. You play as, I believe his name is, I want to say it's Berthor? I'm not 100% sure, I can't really recall. But I played this game twice. I've owned it 2 times, this is the 3rd time I've owned it. But it's just so much fun to just play through this game with these 3 characters that really kind of grow with one another as the game progresses. And what's really cool is that you actually get to relive some of those epic battles from the movies. So you get to fight the Balrog in the Mines of Moria. You get to go to Helm's Deep and fight alongside, you know, Gandalf and Aragorn and Gimli at the gates of Helm's Deep, kind of just trying to, you know, battle all these trolls and orcs and Uruk-hai. And it's just so awesome to kind of relive these experiences in a turn-based RPG. You know, you can't really find that anywhere else in terms of Lord of the Rings. It's really unique and definitely one of my favorite games from last generation. Of course, I'm a Lord of the Rings fanboy here. I mean, we have The Hobbit, Fellowship, Two Towers, The Return of the King, Lord of the Rings, War in the North. I have all the Lord of the Rings games. I'm such a fanboy, but I really do like this game. This game's worth picking up. 2 other games here, one of which is exclusive to the Xbox, the original Xbox. A game I never played, haven't played any previous entries in the series because they're kind of pricey and they were on the Sega Saturn, so that kind of gives you an idea. Panzer Dragoon Orta. I've only heard praise for this game. I remember Metal Jesus, he did a, you know, Gems video for the Xbox, and this is one of the ones he talked about. I remember Josh, Games of War, talked about this game. So many people, you know, really just love this game, and I haven't played it myself, so really looking forward to giving this a try. I have not played it yet, but hopefully it'll be included in my backlog of games for these next 8 months. And then another series here that I've only heard great things about, and high praise, especially from my buddy Joe, X-Corn Muffin X, as well as many other friends of mine who have played this game, and that is Yakuza 3. You know, a long-running series. It's kind of like the Grand Theft Auto for Japan. You know, it's just huge series over there. I mean, they have a PSP game that's exclusive over there that hasn't been released stateside, probably never will be. Yakuza 5 already came out over there, so it's a huge deal over there, and it kind of has a cult following here in the States as well. But I've never played the series, and I've heard it's just brutal and just a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to playing this game, and you know, I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to enjoy it. I'll probably end up picking up 4, maybe even 1 and 2, and import the PSP version at some point, because from what I've seen, this game just looks really, really fun. Just like an old school kind of beat 'em up brawler, GTA kind of style game. So looking forward to that as well. And then the final game here, my goodness, you guys, if you have not secured your copy, I feel sorry for you. I was very fortunate to find this copy. It was the last copy at a GameStop within like a 100-mile radius. But if you can find it at your local GameStop, they're still selling it for $50 new. But if you resort to eBay, you're going to be paying some seriously inflated prices. Anywhere from $80 for a used copy and upwards of $100 for a new copy. And that is Xenoblade Chronicles, a game that came out last year in North America thanks to the success of Operation Rainfall. But, you know, it came out in Europe like 8 years ago. Of course, Pandora's Tower is also getting released. And since this is kind of the best, kind of the superior game of the 3, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Pandora's Tower first, since that's kind of the black sheep of the 3. And then move on to the last story, which many people actually think that's better than the Xenoblade Chronicles. But I'll probably play that second, and then move on to Xenoblade last, and kind of save this epic RPG because this is a very extensive game, anywhere from 80 to 100 hours depending on how you play through the game. So I definitely want to set aside some serious time for this, maybe wait to play this game in the summer or something when I have lots of free time and I'm ready to kind of embark into this journey. But I've only heard great things about this, and again, guys, it is a game that is going to be very difficult to find, the more and more you wait to find a copy. So if you can, go to your local GameStop or just search around because, or at least maybe even just buy a copy on eBay now, because a year from now, who knows, this could be $200 or something crazy. So Xenoblade Chronicles, really looking forward to playing this game. But that is everything, you guys. Again, quality over quantity this month, and hopefully for the next 12 months this next year. I really kind of do want to slow down my purchases and just play the games that I already have. No sense in buying new games when I have dozens and dozens of games I haven't even played. But there are a lot of good releases, so I can't make any promises. We have Sly Cooper Thieves in Time that just recently came out at a budget price. Fire Emblem Awakening, Ni no Kuni, of course, recently came out. Dead Space 3. March is looking really promising as well. So a lot of great releases this year so far, and more great ones to come. So let me know what you guys have picked up recently, what you've been playing recently. I really do want to thank you guys for watching this video and being patient because it's taken a while to come out. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.